Alright, hello and welcome to episode 17 of Salt Plays Sunless Sea. Dropped a pencil. Okay, once again, we are starting. I'm going to start us. I feel like this sound is just a little bit too loud. Just a second. That might be better. I'm not sure. I've moved the volume knob on my speaker which my aux cord comes into since I last recorded, so we'll find out if I've just totally screwed the audio levels. Okay, to start with all the things that we need, the sigil-ridden navigator wants us to bring 2 live specimens to the Chapel of Lights. I've said that so many times. Same with the Clattery Heir, wants a live specimen. The Nacris Outcast does not want to go to Port Cecil, discovered previously, but in fact wants a strange catch. The Admiralty wants us to go to Khan's Heart. I would like to go to the end of Frostfound. I just have Frostfound end ? Written down. I think that was just me saying I want to go to the end of Frostfound. The Adventurer wants us to either get 1 Colossal Fluke Core or 7 Lamentable Relics, and Mr. Sachs also wants us to go to Khan's Heart. So I guess our next place that we go is Khan's Heart. I have 3,600 money. Wow, that's a lot. Let's see. I feel like I should buy a nicer engine. I'm just gonna buy the most expensive engine and assume that it's almost certainly worth it. And then sell that. What else is there? Weapons. I could take a forward weapon. Sure. I'll take a forward weapon. Why do I have a cask of mushroom wine? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm gonna buy 1 more supplies. I'm gonna assume I have the cask of mushroom wine for a reason. I might not. You all might be laughing at me. I have not recently re-listened to any of the episodes that I've put out. So we'll find out. What does using Mr. Sachs do? Oh, that just does that. Okay. Do I have Restful Nights, recent news? Okay. Yes, I've definitely done all of the things that there is to do. Yeah, let's head out. Heading first to Khan's Heart, which is a little bit far away for a first goal, but you know, we'll get there. I know that, oh, we're going so fast now. I know I've gotten Mr. Sachs like once before, and if I remember correctly, it got mad if I didn't go pretty much straight there. I am gonna stop by Pigmoat Isle though, just because I can. We're so fast now. This is what getting better engines does. Wild how that works, huh? But we are using up so much fuel. I have enough money that I can afford to buy weird expensive fuel prices, probably. I guess I'll find out. Creeping tendrils of fungus, seaweed, unnameable flora. We enter the snares. Alright, let's check on Pigmoat Isle. This is not where Mr. Sachs wants us to go. I don't want to sick Mr. Sachs on them, you know? Like, I like these guys. Let's help Marinia resolve a dilemma. Oh no, great ships have been dispatched to Pigmoat Isle. The aide squeals. Wonderful news, hairless advisor. Our Scintillac harvest has been bountiful. Our harvesters can temporarily be put to use elsewhere. What should we have them work on? So we can either suggest they construct housing. With Civilization 1, we have 5. Have them build defenses. Might 1, we have 3. Or have them enjoy this moment. With Spirit 1, we have 4. I think, especially because Might is the lowest stat, and also because we just got a little bit of text about other ships being deployed to Pigmoat Isle, I'm gonna go with have them build defenses. No easy prey. Repurposing a scrap from the impossible lamb to act as coastal defense is hard, filthy work, but worth the effort. The next pirate vessel that tries to steal Marinia's Scintillac will surely regret its decision. Might is 4, vulnerable. We've resolved the dilemma. That's all for now. Again, I don't want to... I don't have a reason to do anything else here, so let's head out. Stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of Wolfstack docks, but vaster, vaster. The Corsair's forest, our lookout. Ooh. Our lookouts are ever watchful. I don't really want to fight this guy. I might fight them anyways. Oh, no I won't. Sorry, buddy. I'm too cool for you. We're both... all of our cons things are cons heart, luckily. I'm gonna start with our contact. Okay. It's been a while since I've been here. Let me read the whole thing. Cons heart, London's rival. An oasis of light in the salt-black wastes. Canals thread the painted city. Street lamps glow and water taxis putter. And we are going to find our contact. Find your contact. The Khanate is wary of Imperial spies. Go very carefully. You have half the directions you need. The other should be at a dead drop on the docks. We have a 40% chance of succeeding here. Failed. You find the address, but the street outside is thronged with white and gold uniforms. Loiter on the corner. There, two hard-faced men in no uniform but their own authority are directing operations. Their white uniformed henchmen manhandle an unconscious body into a waiting boat. Your contact! Back to your ship, quickly. We failed. We have completed our commission. We've gained a terror. We've gained a memory of distant shores, and even more suspicion. And let's potentially bump that suspicion up even higher by bringing Mr. Sachs. The crimson beast of winter lurks in your hold. This is not a healthy situation for you, your ship, or your crew. The first delivery. The creature calls for you. It is time to begin. Oh, I could have brought it to Pigmodile. I still don't want to, though. A hunger that can never be satiated. Mr. Sachs is waiting, clutching what looks like a leg of lamb. The meat is rotten. The bone is well chewed. A fool sought a name that devours. It devoured him. A lifetime's wealth, wasted on cravings that can never be satiated. When all was eaten, he stripped the meat from his fingers in search of solace. Still the hunger gnawed and screamed in his belly. He thought this pitiful offering of poison might free him. Debts are not so easily paid. I see. I have to do this one. Okay. A delivery from Mr. Sachs. This is far enough from London. It will suffice. A hunger that can never be satiated. The copper quarter pulses as the feast rages on. Its people gorge themselves too quickly to taste the food on their lips. Their cheeks bulge and stomachs swell, but still they eat. The white and gold wade in to silence the growing mob before it can escalate further or set its sights on the royal food stores. We've completed our first delivery. We have even more menaces, and we've gained 10 drowning pearls. I believe that those can be used to reduce suspicion. I'm gonna go check that before I do anything else. Well, let me wander Khan's heart and then go check that before I do anything else. Foreigners are restricted to the copper quarter, but as long as you don't try to cross the bridges, you can explore in reasonable safety. That's all for now. Oh, okay. A stranger in difficulties. As you pass an elegant house, lights blaze and shouts echo. Someone has caused a commotion. And here, you imagine, is that someone, slipping over the garden wall. He loses his grip and falls. A muffled cry, and he's sitting on the ground, nursing his ankle. I always pick assist him. I don't think I've ever picked turn him in, and out of curiosity for what that's going to mean, I'm going to pick turn him in this time. For justice and all those admirable abstract things. Here, Lamp-bearing burleys walk. Nope. Lamp-bearing burleys swarm the back of the house. They drag the wall climber away. The enraged householder, grimly smiling, thanks you and tosses you a Kaganian coin. We've lost 1 menace, but we did gain an echo. Okay. Let's go read or go see if I can get any sort of reduction in suspicion in Khan's glory before I read the second delivery, which I'm sure won't go badly for me or anyone else. This is fine. Okay, Khan's glory. So I'm going to start by offering a gift, or let me read the whole thing. It's been ages since I've been to Khan's glory. Khan's glory. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes breakfast on balconies. An unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. We're going to start by offer a gift to the Thai men. This clan is named for a sizable and ferocious fish of the surface. They have a fondness for drowning pearls for some secret clan ritual. I'll probably be able to do this twice. Yep. An offering accepted. In the yellow chamber by the palace entrance, a masked functionary scrutinizes the pearls. Yes, she says. Even through the mask, she does not meet your eyes. She rises, turns, and leaves. Oh, I'm sorry. We've lost 5 drowning pearls, but we have gained 1 Thai men's mercy. I need 3 Thai men's mercy to get my suspicion down. Okay, let's do this again. It is exactly the same. Okay, I can't do that a 3rd time. And I think that is all I can do right now. Okay. With that, let's read In the Service of Mr. Sachs. The second delivery. The creature calls for you once again. A prize that became a curse. Mr. Sachs produces a jeweled bird. The thief thought it would bring her riches. Perhaps it would, but when the gracious widow and the cheery man both covet what you stole, mere money ceases to be of concern. To offend one or make an enemy of the other, she sought a third way, a moment of inspiration that came too late. We want no part in this feud. Settle it. We either take this to the smugglers of the Isle of Cats to favor the widow, or the cheery man's agent on Mutton Island. Well, I'm closer to the Isle of Cats right now, and Mutton Island has problems, and the widow is helping me with helped me with the beginning of my investigation into my father's bones, so I'm gonna go to the Isle of Cats. Let me check that I know where I'm going. Okay. I'm gonna go like that sort of way, past Khan's shadow and visage. So quick. Okay, Khan Shadow. Long ago, the Khanate turned its back on its warrior traditions. It has no place for pirates and would-be nomads, so here, in the shadow, the exiles make their home amid 100 wrecked, grounded, decommissioned ships. Compiling a port report. So many malcontents, so little time. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poeting. Now and then a drunken duel. Very occasionally a savage ritual murder. I can sell this here. That is a slightly better price on fuel, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay. There's so many items in this game. There's so many. Oh god. I'm tireder than I thought I was when I started this. I'm sorry. I hadn't yawned at all day. Something forgotten is here. Why did that remind me of Yoda? I don't ever want to remind myself of Yoda. The false stars above are feral amber like tiger's eyes. Stamford's expanse, named for one who lost his child to cats. Before I go to Visage, I am going to... check this out. You've defeated an Alkeus-class vessel. Crippled, broken, already feeding the Z's endless hunger. Little remains of the ship, but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Let's investigate the wreckage. You will have to be quick to salvage anything. You steer close, shining the lamp on the debris. Captain, quick, over there, port side. The legendary Clay Woman Corsair. Wow, that was a weird read. The legendary Clay Woman Corsair. She clings tight to the last few scraps of floating debris, defeated but defiant. Once again, rescue the pirate poet. Once again, you are the victor. Once again, the familiar dance. Words are no longer needed. The pirate poet bows her head, acknowledges your victory. Next time, though, a slight smile adds, do not expect her to go so easy on you. We've gained 500 echo, got some fuel and supplies, and a cask of mushroom wine. Okay. Cool, cool. I'm just gonna get a port report from Visage, I think. Visage. This is the port of Visage, where faces may not be naked, except one, a stone monument the size of a village church, serenely gazing upwards, flourishing of years. Create a port report. You can at least interview those who are leaving. That will have to do. A departing merchant gives you a confused account of crocodiles and honey cakes and something about ear blockage. To this, you add your own impressions about the street layout close to the port and the types of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it is possible to make out the details of the profile of that great stone face. I want to do other things, so I will not be going into Visage. On to the Isle of Cats. I think it's pretty much just due south, not quite due south. Okay. having my light on is a waste right now. Port Cavendish. I know I've been to the Isle of Cats like once before here. Oh. But I haven't done anything more. Okay. Port Cavendish, a scatter of yellow-lit honey dens and brightly painted alehouses. To the southeast rises the stone tower of Cavendish Abbey, its ramparts hung with crimson and gold banners. There are sailors from all across the Neath hauling cargo, dicing and brawling good-naturedly on the docks. The air carries the sound of sea shanties sung with more enthusiasm than skill, and the smell of roses edged with brimstone. I'm going to start by compiling a port report. Though the Isle seems at present beyond the reach of the Admiralty's laws, that does not mean that the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. Roses and kings. You spend half a day observing the docks and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Was that a connate trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the rose garden. You make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. All right. Next move is a delivery from Mr. Sachs. The Pirate King will have contacts with the gracious widow. Caught in the middle, King Leopold examines the small jeweled bird with care and a measure of delight. I do not want to know how you came by this. Should anyone ask, you did not. We shall return it to the owner, yes. Such fine craftsmanship. A true, one-of-a-kind creation. He cradles it for a moment and snaps off the head. Deliver this to the widow, he orders, throwing it to his least fortunate smuggler. We have unfavorable deals to renegotiate. We have completed our second delivery, and we got a firkin of red honey. Highly profitable if you have no principles. This stuff is too dangerous even to be properly illegal. Be cautious in taking it to London. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the third delivery for Mr. Sachs is. The beast stirs in the hold. Your final assignment awaits. A life that was never lived. Mr. Sachs is staring at a small wooden box as you enter the hold. Inside, wrapped in a few pitiful scraps of velvet, is a lock of blonde hair and a set of teeth, carefully polished, barely used. The winter was harsh. The fire went cold. Later, the mother wished to forget. A convenient tragedy. Deliver this to Abbott Horizon in the north. I was gonna buy fuel here, but actually, since I'm going north, I'm going to go back to Con Shadow and buy fuel there because it was cheaper. Yeah. Ooh, great. Knock, knock. A crewman steps into your cabin. His uniform is one of your issue, though the face rings no bells. They do blend together after a while. This, however, does not look like a chap who swabs decks or loads cannons. Begging your pardon, Captain, permit me to introduce myself. Xyrs, at your service, at least while the poor fellow tied up behind the galley remains regrettably indisposed. Might I trouble you for a brief moment of your time before my escort to the brig? What? Okay, I'm curious. Let's hear him out. He is at least honest about his dishonesty. A message from London. My gracious employer has grave concerns about your guest down in the hold, Captain, and the course to which you are now committed. Blood will spill before this voyage is over, but it needn't be yours. Gervais produces a small vial, crystal, The blood is red, redder than normal blood, almost glowing with vitality. Here is more bitter vintage. When the time comes, I urge you to choose wisely. A favor from on high is rarely a poor investment. So we can also deliver, or we could deliver a vial of highly questionable blood. Red, as blood tends to be, but redder, deeper, alive. Interesting. So we have a choice to make. When we get there, I will think about that on the way over. I might visit two more ports and then call this episode. Skipping this one because, again, I did just visit it. I can't get anything new out of it. Oh, great. A dream of Christmas. The crimson beast of winter towers above you on the snow-drowned street, its sack open wide to receive your offering. I will take all you can give. I will take everything you have. I will take more. So we can either say, Mr. Sachs, take my best regards, an old Londoner's trick. It can work once. Unlocked with Sacks and Snow, a chill presence, no more than 0. And it looks like that'll up it by 1. Great. A loss averted. Mr. Sachs is silent for a moment. May you experience all the generosity that you deserve, it intones, stepping into the darkness and taking the light and all memory of light with it. You wake up in a cold sweat, fumbling to light the lantern beside your bed. Just a nightmare, but one that leaves behind a sick sense of something barely averted. Great. Wonderful. This isn't bad at all. Alright, no, I'm not going there. I'm going... Oh, I have another cask of mushroom wine. I'm going to buy as many fuel as... Not quite as many as... Yeah. Like that. I'm gonna come around this way a little bit to try and fill out these squares of the map. Getting to the point where it's like there's so many things that it's hard to see. Nope. Gotta actually end up vertical. The Salt Steppes. This is the domain of the new Khanate, whose ancestors came here long before London fell. I don't want to fight this guy. I'm gonna go by the Sea of Lilies, I think. I'm gonna go by Nuncio because Avid Horizon is like this way. Scuttering and chittering in the corners of the hold, humped shapes on the deck rail, radicey air emboldens vermin. right. I think I'm just gonna be here long enough to assemble a port report. Ooh, and I got a memory of distant shores out of that. Let me explore along the beach. Ooh. Okay. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letter or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them, as far as you can see in this blackness, carried by a powerful current. I'm going to rescue a dripping parcel. The dripping is probably seawater. Probably. Ooh, shiny, drowning pearls. Dozens of them, and an explanation of how they were harvested that turns the hair. The divers lost among the deep coral, the beasts that had to be fought off during harvesting, the growing terror aboard ship. All that has been done was done according to your lordship's will, concludes the letter writer. In anger, in pride, in unquestioning submission, impossible to say. So we've gained some terror, but we've also gained 20 drowning pearl, which is great. Very good for us. Glad I stopped here. Okay, there is nothing else for me to do. And with that, I'm going to finish this, the 17th. This is the 17th episode of Salt Place Sunless Sea. Thank you for watching. I will see you later.